Welcome to another Quantum Conversation. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome to this sacred space. Today we are opening up a portal of love in our sacred hearts. And my guest today is here to assist us in remembering key codes that truly unlock the sacred that is within us. Michelle Denz is with us in this quantum conversation, and she is a galactic star vocal sound healer. And this is a really potent modality that goes to the 12th dimension, all dimensions, and brings in higher frequencies. We're going to learn about that and how we can really work with this in our life to build a beautiful existence and create new earth. Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to speak with you and the collective.
Yes, so this is galactic vocal sound healing, which that is really interesting for many who have been learning about sound healing. These are tools that really help us regulate ourselves, but you're taking it to a different level. And the people that you work with in your courses and your personal sessions actually experience relief from pain, depression, anxiety, all of these dense emotions. This frequency that you bring in helps people return to their soul essence. Share with us how you came into this work.
Oh boy, what a story. Well, I began, it's probably been 9 or 10 years by now. And I did begin with Reiki, as many practitioners do. And it kind of like evolved. One day I was in a session and my crown chakra opened and these Native American healers just swooped in and I started speaking this language, which I had no idea at the time even what I was saying or what I was doing, but I knew it was like in a love aspect because it was just immense energy and they were flowing through and they were helping the person. So when I completed the whole session, I was like, oh my God, wasn't that amazing? I'm like, I don't even know what it was, but it was so cool, you know? And from there, I continued to channel. So it was really a soul fragment, we'll say, that
Mm.
re-entered. And that was the timing, my divine timing. That was one of the key codes for me, we'll say. And so as the years went on, maybe about 2 to 3 years later, I began uh, channeling the galactic. And I call them the galactic because it's really all collectives of the galactic. There's not one star seed, that I'm working with. I'm working with the multitude, like the collective galactic and the collective multi-tribed indigenous as well. So they're kind of working in tandem together. And we just offer pure light sound healing that resonates through the auric and etheric bodies of humans, of us.
That is so fascinating. One of the things that I find really fascinating is this connection to Reiki. I've heard this so many times. Reiki as a foundation totally opens us up to other realms, our galacticness. And so how amazing. And isn't it amazing that you didn't freak out when that energy came? Did you?
No, I was so excited because I was literally on my computer trying to figure out what language I was speaking. And it wasn't until later that night I was doing a session for a good friend of mine, and she happens to be a medium. So I said, listen, I'm like, I'm channeling, I'm not even sure what's coming or who it is. I'm like, so if it does happen again, would you be able to tell me who it is? This was before I evolved to the space I'm in now. And so, sure enough, started, I opened up the channel and I started speaking again. So that's when she told me it was Native Americans. And it's really a multi-tribe. There are elders that come through, um, and I shapeshift. I can feel my whole face just meld, my jowls, I feel like are dropping to, my knees. It's very elder, and they come in to work with like deep rooted uh, experiences and energy, that very deep rooted density. It's usually probably for those that have been around many lifetimes, and they have, all of these little fragments and energetic patterns and experiences that need to be resolved and uplifted and extracted and just like sent out and cleansed.
Wow. So would you say this is an aspect of you as a Native American? Did you have that remembrance, or are these different other beings? Are they part of your tribe, part of you?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like we all have like native guides, and healers and within us and in our ancestral, we'll say energetic lineages. So I am Native American. I don't know fully the whole aspect of it because I only learned this maybe 4 years ago when I did a DNA uh,
Ah,
test, and I found out it's more like the Mayan Mexico origin.
yeah.
So I thought, how cool is this? No wonders I'm channeling Native American healers, And so it I have been, I feel, in the indigenous for many lifetimes as well, as many as I have the galactic. So I'm just this walking frequency of greatness, I guess, like
Mm.
essence of, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here in this lifetime to incorporate, and that's why I'm able to, uplift people into a space, a portal, a galactic portal to assist and heal them and bring them into their remembrance, with the key codes, with shifting and their energy field, recoding. I mean, all kinds of great stuff. It's very cool.
Yeah, and we're going to be able to witness the sounds and that frequency in this program. We're going to get to it in just a moment. But I wanted to say that isn't it fascinating? What we know about the Mayan civilization is when you go to some of the, sites in Tulum, near Tulum, or in the Mexican peninsula there, the Riviera, that there are images of the Mayans in what appears to be spacesuits. And so it's coming into our awareness that they left the planet as galactic beings. What do you know? What have you discovered about this aspect?
I love that. I love that idea of that. I did actually visit Tulum, and I visited many different countries and states and just brought back soul fragments from all of these areas so that we can just build our frequency higher and higher to assist um, consciousness, unity consciousness. I feel that it's very intertwined between our multi-dimensional indigenous and our multi-dimensional galactic. And I think they have worked in tune with one another. And that's more than likely why I'm able to do, you know, both, like integrate both aspects of this energy consciousness.
Yes, really amazing. Okay, well, thank you for remembering that aspect of yourself and for sharing those frequencies with the planet. So, when we're talking about key codes. Can you explain what that means and how they're all within us and why they're dormant?
Sure. So the way I have felt about it for myself, because I've been on the same journey as everyone else, is that we have like our auric field, which many of our listeners know, right? The etheric field within us as well. And there a lot of these codes, which are really signatures, they're like soul signatures of us, and there's different aspects of it. The main reason why they've been dormant is because we're brought here to Earth, our school, for learning, for growing, to being able to express ourselves in a new way. And as we're learning, it's like almost inviting the consciousness to understand more about humanity and how that works as well. And then when we're bringing that idea in and we've learned and grown from these experiences, then we're able to kind of shift. We'll naturally shift in many ways and shift our own key codes within our fields just by choosing something different after you've learned the lesson. Where it gets, I guess, little situations going on is when you get, we can get stuck in a loop, you know, like going over and over the same experience with maybe multiple people or with the same partner because it might be a little more karmic. So when we're going through these things, it's almost like we have such a low vibration at that point. It's hard for us to raise up to open up our intuitive and our higher self knowing. So what the key codes are doing is, but as we lift you up into this portal, we can help lift your vibration, shift the key codes that are ready to be shifted. This isn't me going in or us going in to just do whatever we feel we want to do, in your fields. It's what you're ready to release and let go of, but just have a hard time doing so because you're not in the space energetically to do it on your own. And I've been in that situation at times. And then I have had people help me uplift me into a space, and help me through healing. So the key codes are, I feel like when I see them, um, it it could be geometric shapes. It could be just energetic movement. It's almost like I don't even see the energy. I just know it's there and we know how to shift it and how to rewrite and realign the whole field, whether it's one person or multiple.
Wow.
Yeah, I hope that
Okay.
helps.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that because it's truly fascinating. So there are own individual key codes and our experiences on this planet, growing up, even in past lives, as you were mentioning, actually can inhibit our soul essence from coming through. And so it seems like you're saying that those key codes we have to get out of our own way first. We have to raise our vibration to access those key codes. And then those key codes are working with us in our life to make us better. Is that what's going on? Is it like a DNA or it's mostly energetics of our soul?
It's we
Mhm.
when we're doing like the sound toning and frequencies, that's shifting, that could shift like your neurotransmitters. So it's going into your cellular, it's going into the DNA.
Mhm.
I notice like when people are in their mind too much and it's like overthinking, then they're working with the neurotransmitters, kind of like getting you out of the fight or flight and moving you into a more calm space. So, yes, it's basically moving us out of our own way so
Mhm.
that we can acknowledge and bring awareness to the true essence that we are. Enable these codes and the remembrance of our authenticity. It's not just us as a human. We're a soul, we're an oversoul. It's like we have this grand essence of energy available to us, and it's beautiful. So it's kind of, yes, let's get out of our own way so that we can activate these things either naturally or, with assistance.
Yes, okay, thank you. And one of the things that strikes me about the work that you do, there's something that you call the blue tone stargazers. And that word blue, right? I can tell that you are a blue ray, especially because you use your voice for healing. And that's how I identify many blue rays. And that could be a whole different conversation, a whole nother topic. But what are the blue tone stargazers? This is amazing.
Yes. So I was in a session. I was given a Akashic reading to someone. And while, I mean, the energy in the Akasha is like immense, right? I mean, it's this beautiful, vibrant, huge sense of energy. And so when we were in this energy, the blue tones decided that's how they were going to enter, and work with me. So they did. They came through that portal, the Akasha portal, and as they were coming through, I went into a meditative space. I'm considered a conscious channel, so it's basically I don't leave my body. You know, um, I am very present and I understand and know all that's occurring and going on. So, but I may not be able to speak it if I'm in a real high meditative space because I'm integrating energy. So that's kind of what took place. So they showed me that they were blue tone, they were saying this. And when I say show me, I don't see it like physically, I just see it energetically. And it's almost like seeing the universe, like if you looked up at stars and saw the black sky with the stars shooting out. It's very cool. So anyhow, they came through and they said we're the blue tone stargazers, and they said with two Z's. I just thought that was funny. I'm like, okay, two Z's, and and that they were a hybrid. They're a hybrid of Andromedan and of Pleiades, and they came here to assist us. So as they were integrating their energy with me, I just ended up having to lay on the floor because it was that powerful. And as I was doing this, they showed me, I had my eyes closed and they just showed me the grand central sun. It was this huge, immense energy, and they had me feel it.
Mhm.
And I was just like in awe. I was just laying there in this meditative wonderland. So as they showed this energy of the grand central sun, I was like, wow. I'm like, oh my gosh. So then they moved me, my head moved over, and then we looked, when I'm looking out in front of me, then they showed, well, first they said, stop the destruction, stop the destruction, stop the destruction. And when they said that, tears came down my face because they said it with such love. It wasn't, anger, hate, or frustration. It was pure love. And I could feel that. And they're so concerned for us and just wish to help us in any way possible. So, yes. And then
Stop
that's
the
when
stop the
yes,
destruction of Earth.
yes,
And how many of us light workers or people watching this came? How many of us know that we came here to stop the destruction? I want to
yes,
cry right now.
it is so true. Yeah. So then what
Okay.
happened then was when I moved over, then they showed the Grand Central Sun, and then they showed us as a collective all around the sun.
Mm.
And all of the energy of the Grand Central Sun was penetrating through us all to give us that strength, to give us that courage, to give us that empowerment, to align us to the truth of who we are and the essence of true knowing, you know? So I will
Mm,
show you this picture.
mm.
This is what I saw, and I drew it out. And this alone has a ton of energy to it. And when I was showing some people, I also posted, but when I was showing it looked like we were rays of that Grand Central Sun. So yeah, so on the back, I wrote out the light language. So it's a very powerful, energetic piece. You could meditate with that and probably go very far too.
Oh my goodness. I do not want to distract from our conversation, but I have to share something that is so similar about this and the Great Central Sun. Can I do that?
Yes, please. Yes.
Our beautiful Judy Callie, spiritual teacher, no longer with us. She was a channel as well. And we did this webinar, and I dreamt that night, and I kept dreaming in the dream space, and the guides were all around me, and they kept reiterating, what is the single most important message for humanity? And I ruminated this as I woke up, and I kept thinking about it. And it's like, what is the single most? They were working on me in my
Mm.
journalistic skills to say, out of all these teachings, what's the single most important message? And I got the Great Central Sun. I didn't hear the words, it was an image. And it
Mm.
was an image of the Great Central Sun. And I'm getting chills right now because when you showed us that image, oh my God, I actually remember. And so what this image was in that dream space was we all come from the great central sun, and we come through the great central sun, going through our sun, going through Venus, coming into the planet, incarnating here as humans. And I see us as a human. And all we have to do is radiate this heart light. Bam. Let it
Uh,
radiate outside of us. Let it radiate out into our community. And then I saw the whole earth illumined with this golden light. And then that image of the Krishna reincarnation cycle shattered into a million pieces. We broke the reincarnation cycle if we can do that. So, wow, I just had to share that. How does
wow, I love
you
that.
feel?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. And so we are elements of the great central sun. The sun is with us, it's part of us. We come from the sun. And so, how beautiful. All right.
Yes.
So, the blue tone stargazers, do they work with you in your healing sessions, or how are you taking their messages out to the world?
As of right now, I did have to integrate, so it took me a few days to integrate their energy, and I was partly on a high from it and partly on let me sleep.
Wow.
Yeah, to just integrate all this energy, and I was just so excited, to have another, family come on in, and we need all the help we can gather, right? Bringing us into this realignment to reconnect us all to our unity consciousness overall. So,
Yeah.
yeah, and they have been coming through. It's as a collective energy as it is with the other two. And I do feel like they will begin to give more messaging. I think as of right now, they did, tell me the name of the school or academy. I'm not sure really how to say it, of what it will be that I
Okay.
will teach out of and do all these sound tonings, so and
Mm.
frequency, because it's really about, in order to stop the destruction, we have to awaken. Everyone needs to awaken. So that's what we're here to assist with, is helping people. That's why we need people to remember who they are, because that's the empowerment, knowing the truth of who you are.
Mm.
And then it, builds and builds. Uh, we just get closer and closer. Our frequency levels just keep growing and heightening and heightening and heightening.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, that's what we're all reaching for, raising our frequency to do that. We still get buffeted by the 3D on this planet. And so when we look out at our collective of humanity right now, are you hopeful that we're almost there? Because it seems like this is a pressure cooker of a choice point for people, humanity to make.
Yes.
It's 2025 already, and in 2012, we're like, yay, unity consciousness. But at times, it seems like we're far from that. What are your thoughts on the current conditions on the earth? And have you gotten any wisdom from the other realms on this and what we need to do?
I really feel like I feel that we are very close. Now there's no time, right? So I feel like if we wanted, we could have it now, right? If everyone was on the same collective space. So
Yeah.
I do feel that I'm not sure if it'll exactly happen during our lifetime, but I feel like it would be shortly after. I feel like it is here, and that's why it's so important for everybody to recall their truth, and to remember and to bring themselves into alignment that brings them the most joy and the most happiness, because that's what's in the most pure love, uh, and that'll bring them into even more and more synchronicities and experiences in their true knowing. Not everyone is going to be like us, like as a way shower, but there's not one person that isn't valuable. We're all valuable. We're all needed, whether you're just going along your day, skipping down the street, or you're channeling and everything else in between. It's all needed.
It's all
Yeah,
needed.
and I feel we are so close. Like I am a
Good.
double Aquarian. I'm a sun and rising. So
Wow.
Pluto's like right there with us. And
Wow.
we came here to serve. We came here to get down in business and help people awaken. That's why
Yeah.
we're here.
Yes. I know everyone watching is on that mission as well. Maybe not aware of exactly what needs to be done on each of our roles, but we are getting there as well. So thank you. Okay, that is inspiring. And so I just want to say for those who are here and watching, maybe your role is being this beacon of light for others. So consider that because that is really important. And I know I don't have to remind any of that because we came in to this planet saying all we have to do is show our love. We got that.
Yeah,
Now it's just a little interesting putting it into real practice on this planet. All right. Well, let's get into an alignment. Oh my gosh. Can you feel into our group, or maybe let's think of something that's commonplace that's going on right now? Here we are, we just passed through the ending cycle of the 9-9 gateway. And so we're in this eclipse window where we're releasing, we're doing a lot of the shedding of no longer serves. So the eclipse window of what we went through on the 9-9 portal is even more enhanced. And
it's
so
like
I know many are feeling this release of what no longer serves, and that can be intense. So with that, let's have you give us that frequency uplift, if you would, Michelle. Thank you.
definitely. I would suggest that our listeners close your eyes and really just be one with the sound toning. And if guidance is given after, as far as what was taking place, I'll, of course, share that. But please know that it is at a higher self, soul self level. that this channeling is coming through, and your awareness of it all, you will know. You will feel it, you will know, and we'll begin. Shanya mokoto uria mania mokoto uria kasihi shadanya makatanya mokoto Adiamani mokaria kasa shakoto uria makatan. Shonia mania katan. Adiamani mokoto uria masa shakoto uria bokoto masahi. Adiamani mokoto shania mania saha shania makai. Adiamani mokoto sho nyanya mokoto shania ka wa nihiona mohosho raniam. Adiamania sihi shodo shania mania sihi si shoto shononi mania ka pa. Adiamani mokoto shonania mania ka si shania mokoto shanania maka wan. E nenyamo neakata sihisha nyamoho neama ne wa ye waham. Ariamani mokareaka sekarego shaniamani mokoto uniamaniaka si shaniamani mokoto saniaka shin. Ariamaye nehewo he. Wohoaham, wohoaham, wohoaham. Ne o ea 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 ea. Inya Tanya Katanya 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 Shekado Chabo Diania Katanya 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 Ashania Mo Tokotonia Katonia 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 Ashana Maniamo Koto Shanan Adiamani Mokoto Shanan Adiamani Mokoto Shanan Adiamani Mokoriaka Shinyan Eniamo Uan Adiamania Anyantakam Shania Adiabokoto Shakaranya Katan Pariabokoto Shanania Katan Adiamanimoko Shakaranya Katan Oriamokoto Shanan Pariamokata Ma Manyama Saka Waham Biata Pata Pariakari Wadakotia, Pariapokaria Maniamakati, Ariapokaria Maniakati, Ariamani Mokariakati, Shania Bakaria Maniamokariaki. Ariabakati. Bodo ya Shakati Amoso dia Shada dia Bokoto Ibisania Mokoto Yasa. Adio Bokoria Maniaka Sihicha Tadoro Bodo Bokotia Badiaka Sihiji no Kabashi Wadam. Ashadapo Shamania Makati si no Kotomania Katemane Usania Maka Uta Shanaka Uta Shanaka Uta Shana no na ne akadoria bokotoria maniaka sihi shironi yamakadaria mokotoria maniaka sa shino mo tariaka shi. Adiamani mokariaka sihi digo shamaniamanian. Sania mokotoria paria sihi shiro pariamania. Asario bokoto usha. Pariamaniaka diabo shonianian. Adia bokoto u shaniamania katami anya. Sania mokoto uba. Paria mania kasihi shana. Paria mokoto ushono munya mana karea masa karea bohusha maria niaka kadeko chokoria ka ibagam. Paria mani mokaria kasihiri mania mania kadewere bokaria mania kata. Paria bokosu nenia mania kati. Paria bokotu paria kati. Asa. Aria mani mokariakati. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aria bokaria maniakati. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aria katiama se mania mokoto usha nenye mokoto umaniania kariakati. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aria bakati. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And there you have it.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, that was palpable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So
Very
there
welcome.
we had the indigenous and the galactic. Wow.
Yes.
What do you make of that?
So how this even works is I have an advanced throat chakra, crystalline throat chakra. So all channeling is just through this frequency, very high frequency. And the toning that comes through, some are able to feel it. Um, in in others, it's energetically felt. So it's almost like some of it sounds like this Morse code, like dun, 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 but it's even another layer. It's like layer and layer and layer. And within all these different frequency tones creates that push of frequency that helps and is helping. This is what took place, is helping anyone that listens to this, whether it's now or later or 10 years from now. It will shift something within their field, their etheric field, and bring them to a higher existence because their frequency has come up. And the higher frequency is, the more we're able to stay in this sacred, joyful, loving, peaceful space. And that's really the goal, is to get everyone aligned in that frequency. So we are that frequency to bring it in and through, to penetrate through all that is of all beings. So, and then my throat, it's the throat. And then how we start it off is through advanced heart chakra. So we're pure love. It's pure energy, pure loving energy. And we bring that up and we raise people into this portal, which we did during this piece of energy that we gifted. And that is providing alignment. Initially, they came off strong because they wanted us to be the strength that we are. Bring that presence of knowing, and you are this, you are one, and that's their sense in the beginning. And then through the toning and the frequency coding, it was all about like lighting people up and helping to shift their fields.
You are one. You are galactic. We are. This is beautiful. And that is what we felt. Thank you for sharing that insight and the frequencies, because wow, so different. That whole journey, it went from like Earth up into the galactics back down to Earth. And it was so beautiful. And I
As
truly
above,
hope
so
that
below.
everyone is feeling frequency high from that. I'm sorry, what did you
I
say?
said, as above, so below.
Ah, yes, as above, so below. That's so beautiful. All right. Thank you for that upliftment.
You're welcome.
And I know people want more of this because the work that you do is really exquisite and beneficial for all of us. And we can anchor more light when we do this, and we want that. And so you have a course coming up, 4 sessions. Tell us about this, please.
Yes. So I intuitively brought this forward, and obviously my guides and healers and all that be, and they came up with this code remembrance. So it's really diving deep into our fields, our energetic fields. This is beyond our human self, right? Because this is just what people say is our suit for the time being, right? But ultimately, we are consciousness energy. We're just all in nothing at the same time. And so, what this class, what they showed me it to be was to assist people in the remembrance, in the awakening, moving people into their next steps. And we have like an outline, we'll say, but I know that all those that are going to be drawn to this class is going to create even more of a unique structure. Not even I don't want to say a structure because it won't be structured. It'll be like ultimate, open end, we'll say. So we'll be able to do even more types of channeling. I will be intuitively going in prior each week before our class to ensure there isn't anything else that's needed, because I do draw out geometric shapes, which is also part of this class as far as when I'm channeling, seeing the geometric shapes. So it's really bringing in the sound, the chants, the frequencies, the healing aspects of it, letting go, decoding, recoding, rewriting. It's everything. It's like a powerhouse 4-week class that's being offered.
Beautiful. And so this is beneficial for everyone, but who are some of the best participants in something like this?
I really feel anyone that has kind of just either began awakening in a sense, those people that maybe are just starting to see, all these numbers, right? The angel numbers, they call them, the 444s or the 333s or the 222s. Those are all codes. Those are
Uh-huh.
remembrance codes. And in my area, there's a lot of businesses that use like the whole number is one, like all eights or all
Uh-huh.
fours. And that is because they're like expressed and they're like, wake up, wake up. So when people start acknowledging, oh, I keep seeing 1111 on my, phone, or 111, things like that. So it goes from if you're initially waking up to you're in the middle of the road where you just have a few things that you can't seem to shake, or you're advanced and we're just going to up level even more, help up level even more. So it's really from A to Z. Because everyone in the group collective will receive exactly what they're needing. It doesn't matter where anyone is along their path, because it's energetically reading everybody at one time. It's so cool. I mean,
Yeah. All right. So it's energetics. We're really working with the energetics,
yes.
galactic energetics that are activating our DNA, lifting us higher. It's almost like this is scalar energy. It's like scalar energy where it knows where to go. We don't have to intend or anything. Intentions
Mm-hmm.
are always good, but
Mm-hmm.
this is where the outcome is individual for each of us, depending on where we go and what's on our journey. And so for those who've done this, you've worked with you and you've elevated them, what are some of the ways that their life changes? They're more confident, more connected. What have you seen from the people that you've worked with?
I've seen an array. Some people just they are happier. They've sometimes I will go in, will help with healing obstacles that are, like physical obstacles, either with the physical body or emotional, mental. And through the toning and the native will just realign. And then they come out on the other end in a much more confident manner for themselves, self loving. I have had other people who have created businesses just because their intuitive knowing is on point, and they're just more clear and they're able to hear and feel and sense their higher self and their guides and healers. I have had clients that um, have become trance channels because we've shifted, and brought forth that soul fragment that was needed, shifted the coding. And they don't leave anyone hanging, by the way. When this happened, I had told the client, well, you're going to be able to channel. I'm not sure in what manner, but when it comes, let me know. And sure enough, it was like 6 months later, and she came to me and said, I'm a trans channel, and just shared her experience and how, it just has shifted her energy pattern and her way of being. So she just started writing things down and recording. And so I have been helping her. I was helping her to understand it. We'd go in and work with her guides, and my guides would help, relay and understanding of the purpose and reasoning. So yeah, I mean, as everyone advances, it's we'll always have a presence to assist.
That is so beautiful. So, what you are doing, what this work is doing on an energetic level, it's removing the blockages that keep us from our essence. These are traumas and dense emotions. And this is the journey that all of us are on. And that's what makes you a great facilitator for this, because the Reiki that you started with actually opened you up to receive the higher dimensional guidance and your soul wisdom. And now that's what you are doing with your guides and the galactics, and helping to bring on our spiritual gifts. We hear this a lot.
Yes.
So many are ready for spiritual gifts. It's like, when are they going to turn on? When are they going to turn on? This work is what helps us achieve the opening and the advancement of these spiritual gifts. So, wow. And it's that's what makes us all authentically unique
Yes.
and rare. And so I love that first and foremost, it returns us to self-love. First and foremost, it returns us to self-love.
Yes.
And again, I just want to share that this journey that we go on as a human is to come into the heart. And when we come into the heart, we realize, uh-oh, there's stuff in there. There's wounds,
Yes.
there's trauma, there's pain, there's emotions, there's betrayal that close our heart. And so then when we open that back up again, then our DNA activates, our light body activates, and that cosmic galactic connection is further enhanced, brought online, and strengthened so that we will be remembering our galactic connection. It's so beautiful. Thank you for that. And
You're
in the
welcome.
in the immediate, if we just feel more connected without thinking about all that stuff, our spiritual gifts or whatever, just feeling more connected, we've done a great job in our lives and for the planet to be feeling this way, to be radiating that frequency. And on a quantum level, this is how we manifest. Talk about this as we wrap up our conversation.
Yes, I feel like once we're in a space, as you say, the quantum field, it definitely is easier to have synchronicities flowing through. It's easier for you to hear the guidance from, your peeps. I call them peeps, our whole peep. So, anyhow,
Galactic peeps.
our galactic peeps. And so it's kind of like it just brings more ease to your life. We weren't meant to be dragged down and, tortured. We were meant to come in to learn, grow, experience, and then share that in one way or another, with other people, your experience, not to hold on to it and get stuck in it. So that's really, when I've had the same things happening to me. I've had to do a lot of deep, deep, deep clearing because of all the lifetimes. Leave no stone unturned. And that also, with doing that on any level that you're at, helps raise your frequency. So every time that we're clearing that, we're heightening our frequency, which is heightening our path to that quantum field. And when we're in that field, there's no hold bar. There's no there's no have tos. I was told that once. I'm like, yeah, I love that. I'm like, yeah, there's no have tos for me in this lifetime. And that's really what it should be. There's no I have to go to work, or I have to do this chore, or I have to do this. There isn't, that's not it. All you need in your life is pure love, pure awareness of who you are in truth and wholeness. And that's what the quantum level is. And that's where we are. We're here. It's here. Just tap into it.
Just tap into it. It's a frequency, and you
Yes.
assist people in matching that frequency, and it's really beautiful. And the good news is, when we feel that, when we recognize it, we know it. Now it's part of our sensory, we're conscious of it. And that is really powerful because we can then begin to live from there. And the other stuff, the old stuff, doesn't make its way in any longer. So, what a beautiful opportunity for everyone to accelerate their journey, to open up their spiritual gifts, to connect more with your guides and your higher self and your galacticness. And so the link for this beautiful program that you are offering, the 4-week course, is available in the description box where you're watching this video, or on the page that got you to this show today. You'll find all the details there. If you cannot join live, these are recorded so you can join afterwards and still be in that group energy, still be in the frequencies, and actually come back and listen to those energetic activations again. They will continue to spiral and lift you. Have you seen that, Michelle? That even though someone listens once, when they listen again and again, it's more of an evolution upward.
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Yes. Even uh that's what will occur even in the classes in the 4 weeks. It's like each one we're leveling up each week that we meet. So by the end of it, your frequency is new. It's
Yeah.
up leveled. And when it's up leveled, that's where it remains. It will not falter and fall back down. Only our vibration or frequency may shift, but even that, maybe we're shifting down here and now
Yeah.
we're shifting here. So it
Okay.
all aligns and gets easier and better.
So we could have a bad day, someone cuts us
Yes.
off and it triggers us, and we can kind of go back here, but our baseline is still up here. And so we
Yes.
can come back up to that. I get that. That's beautiful. And that's where we go as humanity. All right.
Yeah.
So 4 classes, everyone, please join. We're excited for this. And I just want to ask you, Michelle, is there anything else about this that you'd like to share?
I would like to share that I am in awe that I'm able to have the gifts and express it in such a way that is going to align and help other people to be in their authentic self, their trueness, their wholeness. And I don't take it lightly. I truly care, and I have a humongous love and appreciation for energy. So I am, I don't know, I feel like I just embrace everyone's energy as sacred. And that's where I hold the space, and that's where the space will be held for each week and even each day, probably during and after, because it's just, we all become family, we all join in, and we're here about a collective. We're not here about individuality, we're here to gain a collective oneness.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's time, and we're getting there. We're getting close. And so, final question, as you tune into the world and the future, are you optimistic?
Oh, heck yeah. I'm
Thank
saying
you.
like I have oh, I am just like, let's do this.
Mhm.
It's time. It's here. I don't know if it's that double Aquarian Pluto like pushing, but I'm just like, I'm all for it. I'm like, let's get to it.
Let's get the show on the road. It's
Yes.
2025 already. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Let's do this.
Yes, let's do this. I want to just share that in 2012, I interviewed Eric Berglund, this beautiful guy. He's no longer with us, but he was like, we're going to start to see the shift over time. In 2018, we'll start to see it. And we're a few years late. But this year, we are definitely seeing it. Would you agree? It's underway
Yes.
full
It's
time.
on the way. I feel even, with the span, how, Pluto is going to be in Aquarian for the next 10 years or what have you. I feel like it's going to shift so much on Earth. And at times it may not feel like we're moving ahead, but things have to kind of like break down to
Mhm.
rebuild. And that's the same thing with our energy. And that's why we go through these stages, is to break it down energetically and then rebuild it up in strength energetically, in pure light, pure love essence.
Mm. And so, as we just passed, and we're in this eclipse window now, that's what's happening. We're breaking down the old and bringing in the new. What a beautiful opportunity right now for us to really pay attention to that, to do this inner work. It's a major cleanup job, but on the flip side, getting through to the other side, it's so beautiful. And I see that earth of authentic people being their authentic selves, not judging others, not being judged. And it is hilarious. It is.
Yes.
I see it as hilarious and so beautiful. And I encourage everyone to hold your vision of New Earth because that allows us to take the appropriate action steps along the way. Michelle, thank you so much for the beautiful energy that you left us with. Is there any final thought you'd like to share?
Well, thank you, Lauren, for having me. I'm very grateful to be holding this class. And I will leave everyone with pure unconditional love.
We receive your
Yes.
pure unconditional love and we radiate it right back at you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we share this love with the world. That's why all of us are here. Thank you all for listening and receiving this and radiating your heart light out to the world in your reality. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Michelle, thank you. This has been marvelous, and we're going to have you back. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. Access all quantum conversations, special offers from our guests, and online healing retreats by visiting acoustichealth.com. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.